Hey, what's up everybody? Commander Radix here, bringing you another video. And today, well, for one, this is my first video that I'm uploading to Radix the Lorekeeper that I am aware that it's going on Radix the Lorekeeper when I record it. The last video I thought was going on Commander Radix. Welcome to Radix the Lorekeeper with your host, Commander Radix, which is basically where all the history and philosophy and religious content from the Commander Radix channel is coming to you now here on Radix the Lorekeeper, just to organize the content, keep up production without me feeling guilty on one topic or the other of not uploading enough. But hopefully with this system you get more of what you want. That's the ideal. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do the third episode of A Historian Reacts to History Memes. They say good things come in threes, so we're doing our third one just because it's fun. These videos are really fun to make. Every now and then I learn something. I think on average each episode I tend to say at least one thing historically inaccurate, so there's that. But without further ado, let's get into the memes. I don't know what we're going to see today. I don't know what we're going to learn today. I hope it's... Maybe we'll get another Roman Empire meme. Those seem to be popular. But let's take a look. Come with me. So we are doing this on r/history memes. We're doing that for our first 3 episodes. I think in future meme episodes I'm going to go on different sources, but for now let's stick with the good old Reddit, okay? The dark side of the French resistance. Oh boy. Actually, I am not a doctor. I'm a member of the resistance who is escaping from the Gestapo. I can't do a French accent, I'm sorry. Give me men, shelters, and weapons, and I will fight the... I hope you guys can't hear the motorcyclist going down the road. Give me men, shelters, and weapon, and I will fight the Germans. And then we have the next panel where he's become a psychotic Wojak. Thank you for trusting me. Now give me your alcohol and your daughters. We need it for the party. You wouldn't disobey an order from the resistance, do you? The grammar is interesting here. I don't know the lore behind this. It says that there's lore in the comments. Okay, so I read the lore and it was horrifying. This is about a French guy who joins the resistance and creates his own unit, except he's actually a serial killer. And this serial killer guy ends up creating he's using a false name and creates a sort of French resistance unit that's not officially part of the unit, but he's tricking all these people to join the unit, and he's just killing people and doing meth and eventually even telling the Germans about the Jewish people in his unit. This is insane. This is our first meme. I wasn't expecting deep, dark lore for our first meme. Okay, Tito be like, and this is Joseph Tito, the leader of Yugoslavia. Yugoslavia in ruin and no money. Get genius idea. Start massively taking loans from the IMF. Because capitalism will collapse in the future, it's basically free money. Inject all the IMF loan money into the economy, capital E. Yugoslavia starts booming and standard of living rapidly goes up. No one gets suspicious as to how one of the poorest countries in Europe can suddenly get to this level that fast. Continue taking loans. Trust the plan. Freaking die. Capitalism status alive. Entire economy implodes on itself. Devastating inflation. Country collapses. All remaining debt split among the new countries. Still considered a great visionary and leader and worshipped by old people. Politicians got all the blame. Freaking legend got away with it because all the problems started after he died. That's interesting. I don't know how accurate that is, because I'm not that well versed in Joseph Tito's regime. That's interesting. I always love green text style memes. Okay, historical life goals. Having a country named after you, and I think that's General Simón Bolívar. Then we have having an entire historical era named after you. And then we have Queen Victoria of the Victorian Age. And then we have Julius Caesar having a salad named after you. Is Caesar salad literally named after Julius Caesar? And if so, why? It was named after an Italian immigrant named Caesar Cardini, which I guess Caesar Cardini is named after, must be named after the Caesars, right? Here we have 19th century Poland was wild, but to be fair, Napoleon did look like a handsome man. Know the work rules, and here we have France talking to Poland, I'm making you my puppet state. Oh, you're sweet. Appropriate. Inappropriate. And we have Russia coming in, I'm making you my puppet state. And then Poland is calling calling human resources. Well, I suppose the difference there, I'm not sure about Poland being a Russian puppet state. I don't know exactly when this is. I know a lot of Poland was annexed directly into Russia, but the Duchy of Warsaw, which the Napoleon situation is referencing, is more of Napoleon breaking Poland out of the Russian Empire and the other empires around it. And it's a puppet state, yes, but it's better than what it was before as occupied, right? I don't know the lore. I'm assuming this is talking about the post-third partition of Poland becoming part of Russia, in which case, or after the Napoleonic Wars when Prussia gave up a lot of its Polish territory to Russia after it took over the Duchy of Warsaw, maybe, in which case we have a Duchy of Warsaw going into Russian territory. I'm not sure it's the same. I don't think these are comparable vassalizations. But maybe I'm wrong. I know the people who know I'm wrong are screaming at me in the comments. Schrödinger's Jew. The Jews are inferior and the Jews rule everything, and the Nazis are unable to pick which one to press. You know what? Yeah. Either they are ruling everything and are therefore not inferior, or they're inferior, and what does that say about you that they're ruling everything? Alexander the Great is the kind of guy to go for all the achievements when playing a video game. Or like when you're going through Civilization and you're trying to get like the military victory, the conquest victory, because he didn't do much besides that. Like his empire wasn't able to last long after his death, it fell apart immediately. I guess you could say he was also going for like the cultural victory with the spread of Hellenism, but maybe not trying to get all the achievements, but maybe we can say trying to, you know, those people who play video games and like they play what is it, Dark Souls, and like if they get hit they restart the game. He was kind of like that, you know, like, take over the world, and if I lose a battle I have to restart the game. America before the Revolutionary War, and we see a very British man. America after the Revolutionary War, if France had decided not to help. And then again, we have a very British man. I think, well, let's ask this question. Are Canadians like that? Despite still being ruled by the British, the Canadians were able to develop their own distinct identity. There's a video I want to produce, possibly sometime soon, about American culture, the development of American culture, really American cultures, sort of in the Albion Siege style. But I think by the time the American War of Independence happens, we have 4 distinct sort of proto-national groups within the Americas. We have, well, I don't need to get into all this in a meme video, but we have 4 distinct groups that are eventually going to become what is the North and the South. And I think Britain itself, England itself, had diverged significantly from the original folkways that the Americans had grown out of from England. I don't think because a piece of the map is colored in the same color as Britain, that means that everyone living in that country, in that color, has a uniform British culture, you know what I mean? The Belgian Empire. Slaves are black. Okay, here we go. The British Empire. Slaves are brown. Okay. The Ottoman Empire. Slaves are white, alright? Then the Roman Empire. Slaves are slaves. We did it. We got a Roman Empire meme in here, ladies and gentlemen, about slavery. My favorite meme subject. Well, that was an adventure. I went in going to look at memes, end up ranting about American folkways in the 18th century, laughing at slavery, and learning a horrifying story in the resistance of France. Okay, this is why I like doing videos on history memes, because you never know what you're gonna get. I hope you guys enjoyed. I kind of want to space out more serious videos on this channel, just because it would be difficult for me to upload regularly on more academic subjects. So I'm thinking academic subject, something more lighthearted, something more memey, then academic subject, then something more lighthearted. That's sort of the goal I'm going for with this channel. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Consider subscribing to this channel if you have not yet. Follow me on social media. All links are in the description. If you want to see more videos from me, from my personal life, about my interest, consider subscribing to the main channel, which is Commander Radix. Link is in the description. I think in a few days I'm going to be dropping a Q&A video where I answer questions about different things, including historical topics. So if you're interested in that, please check out my main channel, Commander Radix. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.